you've got the plugs in the wrong place, or you maybe need to go to PAL Help. Did you go to PAL Help at all? And no, well, you need to go there. Yeah, PAL Help, one of the rooms, and they'll tell you, they can test it and they can tell you exactly what's wrong with your mic. Okay, inshallah. Well, you know who this is, don't you? It's Sister Tears. I changed my nick. Well, Brother Knight's heard this story so many times. Yeah, Brother Knight's heard the story so many times, but it doesn't matter. I'll repeat it again. Yeah. Well, I was a Christian, all my life, probably, most of my life. All my family were Christian. I regularly went to church and Sunday school and done all those things. I had a lot of questions about Christianity, but and I did ask them for a long time, but I didn't get any answers that were, how can I put it, logical. Because the best thing about Islam is, or the most outstanding thing that I found, was that it's so logical. You know, everything, there's an answer for everything. And in Christianity, I never found that. Not that I bash Christianity, I don't. Yes, strange, it's an Aussie accent. So, anyway, I'm very political, as Brother Knight knows. I don't bring it to the room, though. But I am very, very interested in politics. So, that's really basically how I got introduced to Islam. I have known Muslims before because I went to school with some, but I never asked about their religion or anything like that. But in politics, I found that some people I was speaking to had entirely different outlook on things to me, and I wondered why, and I found out that it was actually because they were Muslim. And the more I asked, because I was interested in their very strange, I thought, point of view on politics, and they all seemed to know so much about politics, so I delved a little bit closer, and then I wanted to find out why they thought this way. And I gradually sort of asked about Islam, and I had a few people who were showing me different sites and teaching me some things. I used to go to Brother Robin's room on here and listen there. I listened there for weeks on end, and I never dared say one word. But I did listen, and I did study Islam for probably about a year before I actually reverted. And you know, people say they embraced Islam. Well, I always kind of thought that I was dragged kicking and screaming into Islam. Okay, Brother Knight. We'll see you later, inshallah. So I had a few people helping me, and I was asking a lot of questions, and all the answers I seemed to get, I found them so logical. And I was so relieved that there's actually other people out there who thought the same way as I did, that God wasn't split into three, you know, and that we weren't all born with original sin. And these are things that I never actually did believe. But I did ask questions. I never did get decent answers. But I think the most, how can I say it, the most enlightening thing that I ever saw was somebody gave me a website, and it was, trying to think of the website now. Oh, I can't remember, but on the very first page there was the verse from the Quran that says, "And today I have perfected a religion for you," you know. And when I read those words, I really felt something change desperately inside me, and I felt like those words were actually just written for me and me alone. I know it sounds funny, but they just really hit me, between the eyes. And that was probably about 3 months into actually learning about Islam, and I think I knew there and then that I was going to be a Muslim, because I couldn't go back. I mean, if I ignored it, I would be going backwards, and so the only way I could go was forward. And I waited for a year before I actually took my Shahada. I made a lot of excuses about not taking my Shahada. I said, I want to learn to pray first, and then I'll take my Shahada. I want to learn more about Islam first, and then I'll take my Shahada. I want to learn Arabic first, and then I'll take my Shahada. Well, I would never have taken it if I was going to wait till I learned Arabic, because I'm still struggling with Arabic. So I made a lot of excuses, but in the end, I did go along I wanted to go to classes, and I went to the Islamic Center, and I took my Shahada there and then. I had this idea that I wanted my family around me when I did it. I wanted support around, it was going to be such a special occasion for me. And in the end, I did it with like about 4 brothers and sisters. And basically, a sister there said, why do you want to learn all this? I said, because one day I want to take the Shahada. And she said, you realize you can walk out of here tonight and you can die, and you will not die a Muslim. And I thought about it, and I actually was pushed into, I will say that, I was actually pushed into taking my Shahada. But as soon as I did, I felt like a millstone had been lifted from my shoulders. And I thought, oh, alhamdulillah, I've done it, because I felt so much better. I felt so much freer. I felt like I was myself. I was being myself, and I felt so excited. I was pushed. That's why I say I was dragged kicking and screaming, into Islam. But I can honestly say it's been 4 years now. Alhamdulillah, I know that I made the best decision, and I'm so glad that I was pushed. I mean, Allah guides us. It's not our choice. I always say to people, this is not a choice. Allah guides us, and if He chooses to guide you, you cannot do anything else. You have to take that step, and you have to go forward. I've learned so much about Islam. I love it more and more every day. I learn something new every day about it, and I can only say thank God every day. I feel so privileged. This is probably so important to me. I feel privileged that I was guided. I felt so special. I felt so special that I was guided to Islam. Now I have to wait and trying. My family are all Christian. They're very good Christians, I'll say that. They're not, they take their faith very seriously. And I will never bash Christianity, but I always just say that they are misguided. And that's all that I will say. That I'm so sorry that my family are still misguided. But that is my, hope now, that inshallah one day they will become Muslim, because my parents are getting older now, and I really want them to die a Muslim. So I'm working towards it, but it's slowly. But so that's my story anyway. It's part of it. It's a lot of different parts, to why people become Muslim. But I found it is a beautiful way of life, a beautiful faith. My life has changed I can say 300% since I reverted. I'm so happy that I found Islam, and inshallah, my family will find Islam too one day. Anyway, I'll let the mic go, and that's my story yet again, Brother Knight. I'm not going to say it anymore for a while now. But anyway, sisters, just feel very, very privileged, and feel very proud that you're a Muslim. It's such a special feeling. It really is. Yes. Oh, that's right. He is too. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let the mic. Oh, he's back. Oh, welcome back. Dima. I haven't even got to that stage with them, because for the first probably year of being a Muslim, of reverting, my family were so disappointed. I can only say, yes, I'm still on the mic. I don't take it often, but when I do, I hog it, okay? I had a lot of problems with my family for the first year. I don't think there was a day that went past that there was not arguments and fights in the house about it. But alhamdulillah, now everything is very peaceful, and I just take it one day at a time, and I only talk about Islam on the odd occasion, because I found that they were backing away from it, and there was a rule made that I was not allowed to speak about Islam at the dinner table, because as soon as I sat down, I wanted to share everything with everybody, and it got annoying to everyone. So they started really telling me, "Oh, be quiet, we don't want to hear about it anymore." So I backed off, and now I just do it gradually. Just tell them little things. If I hear, there's some beautiful hadiths, and if I hear one, sometimes I like to share it with them. But I also, I just want to share this with you because I just think it's so beautiful, and then I leave it at that, because I just wanted to sink in, and that they'll think about it themselves, because you can't push your faith down somebody's throat. They will reject it, and it's not up to us. We just explain things, and it's up to Allah, to guide them if He chooses. Yes, I do tell them. We will see. I haven't given up. I'm not going to give up. But anyway, the mic is free. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me, please, brother and sister? Brother Knight, you're gonna bounce me, right? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, wallahi, I have a lot of exam. Alhamdulillah, the last one will be tomorrow, inshallah, and then I will be free with you. So, Sister Anan, the verse that took you to Islam, اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. Today I perfect you the religion, and I disturb my favor into you. Subhanallah. This is a great verse. A Jewish rabbi at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he came to Umar ibn Khattab. Yes. Let me tell you the story, inshallah. He came to Umar ibn Khattab. A Jewish rabbi. He said to Umar, "O Umar ibn Khattab, if this verse, was revealed to us, as a Jewish, we will make the day that this verse revealed on it, we will make it a Eid for us, a celebration, And Umar bin Khattab replied, by Allah, Wallahi, I know where it revealed, and I know the occasion. It was in the day of Arafah, in the night of Friday. So Alhamdulillah, Friday night, it's a Eid for us, a celebration for us, Alhamdulillah. And I would like to tell you guys about the 10 days of the Hijjah, the 10 days of the Hijjah, and the blessing on it. Fasting, as Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did before. Just try your best to fast at least 5 days, 3 days, just doing your best, and Allah will reward you, inshallah. And the second thing that I would like to tell you, that the day of Arafah, وإياكم, the day of Arafah, it's recommended, strongly recommended for the resident, to fast, wallah, subhanallah. The blessing of this day, it's just a day, subhanallah, it's strongly recommended, the blessing and the favor of this day, that Allah will forgive the next years and the last years before this day. So subhanallah, it's really great, blessing to us from Allah. And it's, alhamdulillah, it's easy, alhamdulillah, just from sunrise to the sunset one day, it doesn't take you a lot. Okay, jazakumullah khair, and mic is yours, mic free.